Hey everybody, this is Mike, this is LoadF Media, and today we have taken the show on the road. And by that I mean we've moved it into, well, between the kitchen and the living room. I like the light in here, and I wanted to get out of the office. And so, yeah, we're sitting here at the bar. And just wanted to talk to you today about microphones and kind of the evolution that I've noticed in the past few years. And hopefully, once we get done talking about these microphones, you will gain a better understanding of just what's out there and what might be the best microphone for you, and what you get for the money. So let's start talking about microphones. This all came about because I saw the most recent content creators talking about the new Insta360 Insta360 microphone, and I'll put the name of it right up here. And the thing that makes this particular microphone interesting is because they've done something no other microphone has done, and they've placed a digital face on it that you can upload graphics to. Okay? So other than that, it's a microphone, and it does a lot of the same things that some of the other microphones that you've seen will do. And so it does a lot of cool stuff. Insta360 also has the Air microphone set. I'll also put a picture of that up here. It initially came out to be connected with, I think, like the 360 cameras, the X5. It will not connect to the X4, but I think it will connect to the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 for kicks and giggles. So anyway, watching those content creators talking about that camera, what I noticed is that, every 6 months to a year, we get another set of microphones. All right. We get introduced by whatever company that, hey, these new microphones are out on the market. And you've got microphone companies like DJI, Insta360, Boya, Ceramonic, Hollyland. I've got a few of them here that we'll talk about. And so they all have their unique characteristics. Some are price points, some are the form factor, but you get new microphones pretty regularly. For the consumer, it makes it very challenging to kind of wade through that and figure out which is the best microphone for you and which one you should be spending your money on. And take it from me, I've made plenty of mistakes when it comes to buying microphones. And, I get influenced just like everybody else. Go out there, buy the microphone, bring it home, only to find that it doesn't work nearly the way you wanted it to, or the way you needed it to, or the way they said it would. So, hey, let's talk about some microphones here real quick. Some of the ones that I've got here on the countertop. First, I'm using this. This is the reason why I'm using this dynamic microphone is so I can be hands-free and talk to you about these. So let's start with this. This is where I started, okay? So this is the Rode Video Go microphone, and this is a shotgun mic. And this is where I started. When I started making my content, this is what you had. This is probably at the time, this was the only thing that you could really rely on that was easy to carry. I mean, you had microphones like this, but you didn't want to connect something like this to your camera. So you had this, and you just screw it onto the hot shoe or cold shoe mount onto the top of the camera. And then you had better audio than what was coming through your camera. Well, and you also have this. I mean, this is just a lav mic, and this is made by Newer. And so, I mean, we all know what a lav mic looks like. So if you can't see it, we know what it is. It's just a corded microphone. And I love these. These are very dependable. Sidebar, just recently saw an article that said corded headphones are making a comeback because they're more dependable. They're easier to take with you. You don't have to worry about them so much because Bluetooth ones, you have to keep them charged. They're somewhat delicate. They're not as rugged as these. And so this isn't a headphone, but corded. Anything that's corded, microphone, headphones, this is going to be a little bit more durable and very much more reliable than Bluetooth because, face it, Bluetooth, when you're talking about headphones, I've used headphones that will cut in and out, depending on what I'm going by. They get interference, the battery dies, they don't connect. And so just, issues where this no issues. You plug it in and it works. And so this is the other type of microphone that I used a lot when I first got started, and I still use a lot today. This was a very inexpensive one through Newer, and I love these. These I can just throw into a bag. I don't have to worry about charging them. Now, okay, sidebar number 2. I can plug this into this. Okay, this is my Sony ZV-1F. And so it's got a headphone jack over here, so I can connect this right here and it works. Okay, so I got audio that I can just clip to my shirt. Great. I can also do that with this. This is the Canon V10. If you're a fan of the channel, you've seen this. I love this little camera for making my YouTube shorts. And see, it just connects right here, very easy peasy. And now you've got great audio. And this is the Extra Muse. Okay, Extra Muse right there. And I've got a cool case on it, so I protect the gimbal, and I've got it in this cage. This is magnetic. And so I can put this in a variety of places. It's got the little teeth here, the cleats for a selfie stick. So this is my Extra Muse, but there's no place to connect this. There's no place. Now I have a DJI adapter from my Pocket 1 and Pocket 2, USB-C. USB-C port's right back here. I plug it in there, it doesn't work. I've got an adapter, a Boya USB-C to 3.5 millimeter. Works on my action cameras. I use it in here, doesn't work. So I have not been able to connect a 3.5 millimeter microphone to this camera. Now, if I had the Pocket 3 and I got the Creator Combo, there's a connector that goes on the bottom that does have a 3.5 millimeter jack, but I do not have that. So this, I have to use this or one of DJI's microphones. And now that brings us to Bluetooth. The Bluetooth, oh, and before I forget, the shotgun mics did get smaller. And so you have these. And so these are very economical, very rugged, and they produce really good audio. And especially if you hold it up to you like this. So if you're someone who's out and about doing your vlogging and you put it on the camera, you mount this on the camera, and then you want to do some talking head later, just get a little longer cord and you can hold this. And this is a really good microphone and it'll pick up some great audio. So yeah, the bigger shotgun mics have gotten smaller and they're very good. But getting back to the Bluetooth microphones, one of the first ones that I got, and it competed with the DJI mic sets, was Ceramonic. This Ceramonic, and you know, they have really good microphones now. They've come out with some microphones that people like to compare to DJI and say that quality-wise are just as good. This was at a different price point, so it was more economical to get this, but you get the same things. I got two microphones and the receiver. And the only thing that I don't like about this case is that you can't fit all of your accessories in here, like the dead cats and the cords. You notice there's nothing in here. I do like that you can plug it in and there's a battery built in. So once it's charged up, take this on the road and it'll recharge your microphone and your receiver. And so this was nice, but this is a little bit bigger. Okay, so this case is bigger, so you have to make sure you have room for that when you're out and about. And then they got smaller. All right, so Bluetooth microphones got smaller. This is the Hollyland Lark Mark II. And you can see in there's the two transmitters, the one receiver. And these are really small. I mean, look at this. This is a small microphone. And the thing that made this so popular, one, because of the size, but two, you could put stickers on it. And so a lot of people didn't like having DJI and Rode wireless microphones on their shirts because they were obnoxious. I mean, here's the mic 2. We've all seen this one. And it's got DJI right there on the front. And so if you've got that on your shirt, now everybody who's watching your video sees a glowing endorsement for DJI. And so the nice thing about these is that you could put a sticker on there and it would make it black and then you wouldn't be able to see it. Great. Then DJI came out with a smaller set. This is the Mic Mini, and I love these. And let's talk about these for a minute. Well, let's talk about DJI microphones for a minute. Again, really small. I mean, look at that, tiny. And this one still has the graphic on the front. So let's talk about DJI for a minute. Now, when they came out, when they were released, and they still do, they're very expensive. If you look at the Mic 2, that set is over $300. If you get the two microphones like this one and the receiver, that's expensive, okay? The Mic 2 set wasn't nearly that expensive. It was under $200. If you get just a transmitter, it becomes even less expensive. But the thing you're getting with these cameras, I say that all the time, these microphones, is that they will pair. So with this camera, I can pair this without any cables. It'll pair, there's a setup window, and I can get the DJI Mic 2 or the Mic Mini to pair with this wirelessly. And that's, to me, that makes this so much more convenient than if I wanted to use the same microphones with this camera. I would have to put the receiver here. And even though there is a USB-C connector, I can't connect it to this by USB-C because it won't fit. Well, let's see. And this is the problem you have with a lot of them. When you connect the USB-C adapter, okay, now it's like this. Let's see if we can do like that. Okay, so you see that? Now, if I go to put this in here, you got the little door you got to get around, you got that, and all right. Now look at that. That's how this thing is set up now. All right, and so you've got that there. Now you got to try and hold the camera, and you've got this on there, and that's cumbersome. So putting in the USB-C port, even if it worked, is not the best answer. But most of the time, it doesn't work. So what you end up having to do is you end up having to clip this to the top, and that's where your receiver goes when you want to use one of these mic sets with a traditional camera. Okay, so while it does work, and it is great, I much prefer using the Bluetooth on the DJI Pocket 3, Pocket 4, or the Extra Muse. I much prefer to do that because it's just easier and it's so much faster. It's more convenient. And so I'm trying to put all this stuff back and continue talking at the same time. So when we're talking about the evolution of microphones, you have to make a decision. Do you want corded microphones or do you want Bluetooth? And then when you get to the Bluetooth side, do you want inexpensive and small? Do you want more expensive and larger? Do you want it to be compatible with some of your action cameras or other gimbal style cameras? And so those are the decisions you have to make. It's not just about price, but it's price, features, it's form factor, conductivity. And then, the case, even though the case to me isn't quite the deal breaker, but is it going to be convenient to carry? Are you going to be able to put everything in the case and take it with you? Now these are all these cases have USB-C ports and they all charge, and then they charge your devices when they're not plugged in. So that seems to be the standard these days. So look for that. But if you're new into Bluetooth microphones, you've got a lot of choices. Do your homework. Decide, one, what it is you need from your microphone, how much you are able to spend, and then find the things that are in that price range. And then once you find the ones that will do what you want them to do and the price you want to pay for it, then you can start weeding them out as in size and portability, and then how they connect to other things when they're not using a cord. All right, so hey, this has just been my little take on microphones. It's been a journey, and I've got a ton of them now. And so hopefully helping you, keep you from buying a bunch of microphones that you will never use and that just sit on a shelf. So if you have any questions about Bluetooth microphones or the corded ones, just let me know down in the comments below. And if you got value out of this, hey, let me know that as well. And if you're not already, you do consider becoming a subscriber. We do like to talk about content creation and the gear that goes along with it, including microphones. And hey, so glad you checked out the channel and watched today's video. And hey, for now, that's all I got. Take care, and we will see you guys in the next one.